going on? Why didn't you drive blood all over the place?
I had a really bad nosebleed while I was driving. I couldn't really do anything about it.
Nosebleed? You're just covered in blood all over your toes. It's like you bathed in.
This is just moments after 26-year-old Jared Neumann brutally stabbed his father 27 times and left him to die. The blood still fresh on his face. When police first brought Jared into the interrogation room, he immediately resisted, challenging the detectives instead of answering their questions.
Who's the blood gonna come back to?
What do you mean?
In your car. The blood in your car that was all over you.
I didn't even see any blood in my car.
It took less than 24 hours for Jared to walk back into the station, this time with a revelation that would uncover the sinister crime he'd tried so hard to hide.
I would like to confess to the murder of my father, J. Victor Neumann.
On February 3rd, 2020, in Boca Raton, Florida, a gruesome discovery shocked the community. At 7:30 a.m., a passerby found the body of 59-year-old Jay Neumann lying between two parking spaces in a garage. Nearby, police recovered a broken knife that had been the silent witness to a brutal crime. Surveillance cameras soon confirmed who had been there during the window of the attack: Jay's own son, Jared Neumann. Just hours earlier, around 3:30 a.m., Delray Beach police had already stopped Jared. His car bore an expired tag, and he was drenched in blood.
Are you okay, bud?
Yeah, I just had a nosebleed.
You sure you didn't get like beat up or anything?
No, I just had a nosebleed. I get them all the time.
After these absurd explanations and no evidence tying him to a murder, officers cited him for driving without a valid license and let him go. Later that evening, he was stopped again, this time by Boca Raton police. Questioned about his father, Jared lied, insisting he hadn't seen Jay in years. And once again, he walked free. But the body, the knife, and the surveillance footage told a dark truth. And once Jared was seated in the interrogation room, the cracks in his story slowly began hinting at something far more disturbing than anyone first realized.
I saw you had a cut there on your hand. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You alright?
Yeah,
you don't
I'm
need
good.
any medical attention or anything
No,
like
I'm
that?
okay. I'm okay. Yeah.
Alright. Have you been stopped before for your license?
No,
You didn't get stopped before?
I don't think so.
Not because we got a phone call that people were concerned about you last night.
Last night? What people?
The Delray Beach Police Department.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
Okay. Because they stopped you for your license too, right?
Yeah,
So they told you shouldn't have been driving, right?
yeah.
Yeah. What did they tell?
They gave you a break?
I mean, yeah, they basically, like, I just took the car back because I needed to go to work, and I needed, like, the car.
Right.
Yeah, that's the only reason I was driving it.
Right.
But,
You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
yeah, I know.
Agreed.
So they just let you go? Did they give you a ticket or anything, or just a warning?
They
Or?
just gave me, they just let me go. They just said, you know, just pull in there and just stay there and don't go anywhere. And I was like, well, how am I supposed to get to work then? You know, and he just took off. So I was like, well, let me just drive back and see if I can, you know, park somewhere else.
Okay. They where did you pull off and park? Where was that at?
Where he told me to?
Yeah.
It was like an Office Depot or something.
Okay. Where did they actually stop you at? Where was that?
It was somewhere in Delray. I don't really know where. Like, I wasn't looking at what street it was.
Okay. You don't know like whether it was like out west or out east or
I guess it was like Federal or something. They stopped me.
Okay. Where were you going?
I was just gonna head up there for a minute.
Do you have friends up there?
No.
No? Where were you planning on chilling out?
I don't know. I was gonna probably by Atlantic, you know, like I've been there before. I know some people over there, but they're not really my friends.
Did you see them last night?
No, I didn't see them. They told me to pull over, and I was just like, screw this, you know. I went back.
Okay. Where did you crash last night? Where did you end up sleeping?
In a parking lot.
Which one?
It was like a Walgreens parking lot.
In Boca, Delray?
Boca.
Which one do you think that was? Do you know?
I mean, I don't know, like, the street.
Do you know, like, what it was nearby?
There's like a Party City next to it.
Walgreens. I can picture that. Do you remember like
I think
which
it was
way
a
you
Party
went?
City. I mean, or maybe it was a different store. I might be confused.
Do you remember which way you went? Like after they stopped you and they let you go, like did you keep going north or did you come back south?
I came back south.
Okay, so you think it was probably somewhere in Boca?
Yeah.
You know, like near the mall or?
It's like, I think it's off of like Camino or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Down south on the corner.
Okay. Those officers were concerned. They said that you may have been like in a fight and got hurt or something like that, but you didn't want to report anything. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Do you want to talk to us about what happened?
I mean, I'm okay. I don't really have anything against the person who did that. I just.
Do you remember what you told those officers?
Yeah, I remember what I told them.
Tell us.
I mean, I just basically told him like what happened. Like he just approached me. He was very aggressive, and we argued for a minute, and then he started attacking me, and I fought back, and we just kind of got into a fight, and eventually, you know, he just stopped and got tired and just walked off, and I walked off, and that was it.
Where did this happen at?
It was in Boca.
But like where?
It was like somewhere in Yamato. Like I was walking, you know, and he just approached me. I've seen him a couple of times. Like he kind of knows me, but not really.
The detectives keep their tone steady, asking questions that slowly circle back to the same details. Jared tries to stick to his story, but the gaps are starting to show. And soon, the very thing he's trying hardest to hide will begin to surface.
Any reason why it happened?
Personally, I just think he was upset about something else and kind of took it out on me. That's what it looked like.
What do you think he was upset about? Did he say anything?
I have no idea. I mean, I don't know this man.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you show us where he hurt you?
I mean, he just punched me a bunch of times. I mean, I don't.
Can I see your hand real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I fought back, so I got cuts and, you know.
Okay.
Would you-
Anything-
When you say you fought back, what'd you do?
Well, we were fighting.
Punching? And
Yeah, punching.
Where did you get hit?
I got hit pretty much all over.
Do you have any other injuries on you?
Not that I know of.
No.
You got your elbow over there?
Oh, that might be.
Yeah, your elbow's all scraped up.
Yeah,
What about this
I
elbow?
fell
Is there
down,
anything
so-
on there?
No.
What
Scratched you pretty good too, it looks like, on your arms.
Yeah.
How about on your stomach or your back?
No, I think I'm fine.
Let me check your back just if you
Alright.
don't mind. That looks alright. How about your stomach? How about up on your upper? Did you get you there or anything?
No, I don't think so.
How about up like in this area?
This
Your
end?
neck or
Your neck,
anything? Your
no,
face?
No, okay.
Anything on your head? Any injuries on your head?
I mean, I'm alright, you know.
You got quite a
That's good.
farmer's tan working there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't let him insult you like
That's all right.
that.
I got the same farmer's tan going. I pull up my sleeves. Don't worry about that.
Did he take anything from you?
No,
Didn't steal anything?
no.
So
It was
he
just
just
like
beat
an
you
argument.
up for
Yeah.
no reason?
No, it wasn't for no reason. I mean, we were like, I was like, you know, he kind of approached me in an aggressive manner, and I should have just walked away, but instead I started talking back to him, and I shouldn't have, and he got really mad, and he started like really going at me.
Do you
Did
think? I'm sorry. Do you think you got the best of him, or he got the best of you?
He definitely got the best of me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you got the worst with the cuts and everything.
Yeah, he was fine. I mean, he was bleeding a little bit, but yeah.
Did anybody see it happen?
There was plenty of cars going by, but I don't know those people. I don't know if they reported it or anything.
This is like right on the road.
Yeah.
On the like sidewalk area?
Yeah, it's on,
Near
like,
the
on the
overpass?
sidewalk. I don't know about overpass, but we were on the sidewalk.
Okay.
Did you have your car all night last night? Because you said you were walking. That's why I'm kind of asking.
Yeah, I was just walking to another store just to save on gas, so
Where was your car?
it was at McDonald's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Why didn't you call us when it happened?
Because I really just wanted to go to sleep. I didn't want to create an issue, and, you know, whatever his issue was, that's him. I just wanted to get to sleep and wake up the next day and get rest and go to work. I wasn't really worried about him and whatever fight, that we got in. Didn't bother me.
Okay.
Did he have any weapons?
No, not that I could see.
No guns?
I didn't see
No
anything on
trucks.
there. No.
Because those look like, those look like more than just fighting wounds. That's why I'm wondering if he tried to hit you with something.
Oh no,
You don't think?
I don't think so.
Did you recall him having a weapon?
No, he didn't have a weapon. I mean, I did fall on the ground pretty hard, but I don't know.
From getting hit, or how'd you fall?
Yeah, he hit me and I fell.
Okay.
Your knuckles, but that's, you would have, when you were fighting back and hitting him, would that be from touching him at all?
Possibly, yeah.
Do you think there'd be any sort of his DNA or anything like that on there?
Probably not. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I don't know anything about DNA.
So you said he was bleeding pretty good too?
I mean, he was bleeding, yeah.
Okay. Because those officers, they said you were bleeding pretty good.
Yeah, I was bleeding
What they
too.
told
Yeah,
us.
I was bleeding. Yeah, he was bleeding. I was bleeding. It was kind of rough.
Right.
This is Jared's second attempt at explaining about the blood on him. A new story to replace the nosebleed excuse he'd already given. Confident, yet inconsistent, he speaks as if every lie he speaks could erase the last. And now, the detectives are ready to turn the spotlight toward the one thing he can't spin his way out of: the troubled family dynamics that may hold the real answer.
Did you call your mom and tell her about it?
Why would I tell my mom about it?
Well, you got in a serious fight. I didn't know if you...
I'd call my mom.
Right. I would too, actually. My mom's older too, but
I've
yeah.
never told my parents about anything that goes on.
No? Okay. Are they worried about you when you're staying in your van? Stuff like this happening?
I guess not. They won't let me stay with them, so
They won't let you?
no.
Why not?
Because she's got my brother up there, and
How old's your brother?
He's 24, 25.
What's his name?
Josh.
Okay.
How old's your sister?
20, 21.
So your mom and dad live together in Ohio?
Yeah.
Okay. Your biological mom and dad, or?
I mean, yeah, my mom.
Okay. How about your dad? Where's he live?
He lives up north with his mom.
Okay. Where's that about?
Huh?
Where is that? Up north.
Ohio.
Oh, so he lives in Ohio too. So you have no family down here?
No, I don't have any family down
Okay.
here.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And you said they won't let you stay with them just because she's already got other people staying
Yeah,
there?
she's got other people staying there, and she can't have me there.
They live together, your mom and dad, your biological?
Yeah.
Okay, so neither of them will let you stay?
No.
Oh, so brother and sister live with mom, and dad, you said, lives with his mom?
Yeah.
Okay, so your parents don't live together?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure, because that's what I thought you said. And then,
Yeah.
So your parents don't live together?
Right.
Okay.
Do you see them often?
My parents?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
I'm down here. How am I going to see
Well, I
them?
mean, do they come visit or anything? Or?
No.
You talk to them on the phone at all?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay. Like once a week, once a day?
Every other day or something.
Okay, give them updates on how everything's going and stuff.
Mhm.
Do they work?
Yeah, my mom's working.
What about your dad?
He's working, yeah.
What do they do?
My mom's a nurse. I'm not really sure what my dad does. I stopped talking to him.
Oh, you guys have fallout?
I like a father. Nobody in the family really talks to him. Like, I don't talk to him. My brother doesn't talk to him.
Why is that?
He's just, I don't know. He's just a weird person.
Does he have mental problems or drug
I
problems?
think he does, but he won't admit it. He's like the type of person that tells everyone else they're crazy, and then everyone else is saying, no, you're crazy, and he's like, no, I'm not. So, you just distance yourself from people like that.
Is he like on meds or anything?
I think he needs to be, but, he's not.
When was the last time you saw him?
It's been a few years.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
long? How about your mom?
It's been several years, yeah.
With your mom too?
Hmm?
You've several years, so you've seen your mom as well?
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you were up in Ohio?
It was like 3-4 years ago.
Okay. You don't go back for Christmases or anything like that?
No.
No? Okay. Does your mom still keep in touch with your dad?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Oh, okay. They have bad terms too?
I believe, yeah. She said it wasn't a good marriage, that's why they got divorced.
Okay. They got divorced when you were older or when you were younger?
When I was younger.
Okay. How old are you?
I am 26.
But how old were you when they got divorced?
Oh, 12.
12? Okay. So that kind of stinks right when you're in middle school.
Who'd
Yeah.
you live with?
I live with my mom.
The whole time when you were growing up?
Yeah.
How about down here?
Um,
'Cause you said your mom never moved down here.
yeah.
So who'd you live with down here?
I just moved down here by myself.
At 12 years old?
No, not at 12. I was
Okay.
older.
I'm like, boy, you're pretty
Yeah.
advanced. You don't need
No.
us then.
No,
When you moved down at 12, who'd you move with?
I didn't, wait, what?
You said you moved down to Boca here when you were 12.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
You said your parents got divorced when you were 12,
Yeah, my
right?
parents got divorced when I was
Okay.
12.
My
But
apologies.
then you lived with mom,
Yeah,
Oh,
and you stayed in Ohio then?
yeah.
When did you move down here to Florida?
When I was 18.
When you were 18?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And who'd you stay with when you got down here?
I just moved down here. I just stayed by myself.
In like a apartment, a house, or?
Like, I just been staying in my car.
You
The
go
whole
to
time?
Boca High?
Huh?
Did you go to Boca High?
Yeah.
Okay. And you were living by yourself when you went to Boca High?
Yeah, I'm confused.
Yeah. You're confusing me. No, I asked when you moved down here to Florida, who did you live with when you came down here?
I lived by myself when I came down here.
Okay.
But you did go to Boca High?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those who knew the family painted a very different picture of Jay Neumann. Relatives said he did everything he could to support Jared. Even Jay's former partner, Linda Sakal, spoke of his devotion, saying he gave his life to trying to help his son. According to many, Jay was a patient and caring father who never stopped believing his son would find his way. But in the end, it was that very son who brought his life to a brutal end.
We know that you were over by the beach last night. Okay? You're on video at 7-Eleven. Okay? We know, I don't know why, you're distancing yourself from your dad. You don't want to talk about your dad. We know the vehicle's registered to him. Okay? It's not registered to you. We know that you guys were together in the vehicle a month ago, right? You got arrested. You got into a domestic with him. You were living down here with him. And you're lying and telling us that he's living with his mom somewhere. Okay? So
His mom's deceased, right? Yeah.
So there's all these things that you're telling us that you're lying to us about. And I think it's because you're upset with what happened last night, understandably. Okay? But you need to tell us the truth about what exactly happened, because you're lying. There's all these things that we know that you're lying about. Okay? If something happened, people make mistakes, okay? Things happen. Things get out of control fast. But we just need to know exactly what happened. Okay?
What did happen?
That's what we need you to tell us, Jared.
Can you tell me what happened? Because I don't know what happened.
How come you don't know what happened?
What did happen? I don't even know what we're talking about.
Let's start with the 7-Eleven.
What about 7-Eleven?
You're on video there by the beach, the 7-Eleven.
Okay.
So you told us you weren't at the beach.
I didn't say I wasn't at the beach. I said I didn't want to answer any more questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want to explain why you said you were over at Yamato when you were really at the beach?
What? This is just very confusing.
What are you confused about? Because I'll help you. I'll help explain it to you for whatever you're confused about.
Since that's your dad's car, how do we get a hold of your dad to tell him that's his car and we have it? Because we got to release it to somebody. Where is he?
I just don't want to answer any more questions.
We're going to go through the car. We have the car.
Okay.
So whatever happened, you get into an altercation with somebody.
Mm.
We have the video from, everybody wears body cams, right? Now, from the Delray Beach Police Department.
Okay.
So we saw how much blood there was on you. I also see the injuries that you have.
Okay.
All that blood was not your blood.
Okay.
So that blood's going to be in your car. Okay? And you know who that's going to come back to?
What?
Who's the blood going to come back to?
What do you mean?
In your car. The blood in your car that was all over you that's not yours because you only have a couple small injuries.
I didn't even see any blood in my car.
There was blood all over you last night. All over your face, all over both of your arms, all over your pant legs, all over your feet.
I can see it on the outside of your car and on your armrest and on the center console. From standing outside your car, you can see it.
I want you to tell me about what you got into your most recent argument about.
The most recent argument.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. Why do you want to know what the most recent argument was about?
Because everything here revolves around your dad.
Everything here? What do
Yep,
you
the
mean?
reason why we're here right now.
Oh, it revolves around my dad?
Mhm.
Okay, so are you going to tell me what happened with my dad?
That's what I'm wanting you to tell me. And
How would I know what happened with my dad?
Because you're with him.
What do you mean I'm with him?
You were with him
When?
earlier this morning.
When?
I just told you earlier this morning.
Where?
I'm giving you answers and you're not answering my questions, so there's only so much I'm going to keep telling you.
I mean, where was I with my dad? I was not with my dad earlier this morning.
You're on video surveillance at the 7-Eleven on Palmetto Park Road.
With my dad. On
You were
video.
there on video.
Okay, yeah,
Not
I was
with
at the
your dad.
7-Eleven, but...
No, but you were with
So
your
my
dad.
dad wasn't
around
there. Like I said, I wasn't with my dad at that
That's
time.
what I said. No, not at that time.
Okay.
But not too long after that.
Not too long after that.
Mhm.
How?
I keep giving you answers and you keep asking me questions. That's not the way it works.
Ooh.
What I'm trying to do here is I'm giving you an opportunity
Opportunity
Okay.
for what?
to explain what happened, okay?
I don't even know
I've-
what happened.
I've
You're
gone
telling
over
me
with
something
you.
happened and then you're
Listen.
expecting me to
Sure,
say
she
something
asked you a
happened.
simple question.
I'm-
When was the last time you argued with your dad?
That's my business.
That's what she asked you. I know you always go back to that and you get defensive when you
I'm
don't
not
want to
trying to be defensive.
when you don't want to answer something and you know it's not going to look good. You don't want to answer it. I've been sitting here and
Doesn't
I
matter how it
haven't said a
looks.
word for like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And you had a good conversation with her.
Okay.
And until she asks you something that you get defensive about, you back down totally. And they're simple questions. And you know what it means when you're not answering simple questions that she's asking you?
That I don't want people in my
It means
business.
you're hiding something. Because
Oh,
you lied
yeah,
to us and you didn't tell us you
sure
were at
I'm
the beach.
hiding something.
Well, you are.
What am I hiding? Okay, yeah, that.
The incident that happened at the beach is what you're hiding.
The incident that happened at the beach?
Not on the beach, but near the beach.
I consider that 7-Eleven. I consider that the beach.
Okay, what happened on the beach?
Tell us.
I'm asking you. Why
Well,
would
your
I-
hands are obviously part of it. And the injuries you have are part of it.
I got in a fight, but it wasn't on the beach.
And the blood that, not on the beach, but like I say, I consider that area over there on the east side, the beach.
Let me
East
tell
side
you.
of what?
Let me tell you this, Jared.
Yeah.
We have a lot of information here.
Okay.
And we have evidence that's going to tell us different things, okay?
Okay.
We have evidence at a scene that's going to tell us something. We
Okay.
have evidence on you that's going to tell us something.
Okay.
We have evidence in your car that's going to tell us something.
Okay.
So all of that stuff is telling me one thing right now, okay?
Did the
But
guy's
what-
pressing charges?
Yeah,
Okay.
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 All of that stuff is telling me one thing. That person was hurt very badly, okay?
I don't
And
see how I could
listen,
hurt them that bad.
Let me finish talking,
Okay, go
okay?
ahead.
All of that evidence is telling me one thing.
Mhm.
And that's telling me that everything that you're telling me right now is a lie. And if you don't tell me your version of what happened,
Mhm.
that means that I have to go based on the evidence on that scene,
Mhm.
on you, and in the car.
Mhm.
And I can tell you right now,
Mhm.
that doesn't look good for you.
Why?
It's obvious.
It's very obvious.
How is
And
it
you know
obvious?
the
Why would I
answer.
ask why if it was obvious?
How much blood was on you when the Delray Beach Police Department pulled you over?
It was a decent
A
amount.
lot of blood.
Yeah.
Do you think a person who loses that much blood is going to be in very good shape?
I mean, it was mostly my blood.
No, it wasn't.
How do you know?
Because your injuries don't match that amount of blood.
I had a nosebleed.
No.
Yes, I did. How are you gonna tell me I didn't have a nosebleed?
Because I know what a nosebleed looks like, and it doesn't look like blood splatter on your face.
No, it didn't splatter on my face.
That's what your face looked like in the video that I saw.
Splattered?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yes.
When the detectives confront Jared directly, he meets their questions with arrogance, turning the tables and questioning them in return. It's a familiar tactic used by many killers to buy time, redirect the conversation, and craft a new story. For now, Jared would keep up this act, but soon, the course of the investigation would take an unexpected turn.
So you say you have all this evidence that apparently I did something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so I guess you're good.
We're good up to the part of why, and that's what we kept bringing back
What
to.
does that matter?
It matters a lot.
If you got evidence, then just that's all you need.
Not all we need.
Why
So,
would you need more than evidence? You have an evidence for a case. I mean,
Have you been to, when you've been arrested, have you been to a trial before?
yes.
Okay, what happened at the trial?
What do you mean? What happened at the trial?
There was a judge and a jury, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you think it matters what the jury thinks of you?
I think overall, yes.
They're the persons who decides whether you're guilty or not, right?
Right, of course.
They're the person who decides whether you're a bad person or not, and how much, if you are guilty, how much time you should spend in jail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you have a crime where somebody hurt somebody else, and you have all the evidence to say that this guy hurt this other person, and you go in front of a jury and you say, we know he did it, all the evidence says he did it, he won't tell us why, he doesn't care.
Why would you say I don't care?
I mean,
That's not
listen.
necessary.
Okay, so he won't tell us why. What do you
Okay.
think the jury's going to say?
Well, the jury. Oh wait. Okay, let me think about that. So you have all the evidence.
Everything, 100%.
Okay.
The
Okay. I
person did
understand.
it.
I understand. You have all the evidence,
Mhm.
and the person. You say there's a person on the stand who will not say why they did something.
Yep, they just hurt somebody and they won't say why.
Well, I don't see how that's gonna do anything. Because if they say why they did something, the jury might be more angry with them. They might say, "Well, that's not."
What if they say, well, they were hurting me, that's why I hurt them?
Or they show.
Who cares?
Or they show a little
Court
bit of
doesn't
remorse.
care.
They do. The jury does
Not in
care.
my experience.
It matters in sentencing and conviction.
I haven't
because-
experienced that.
Okay, well, it does matter.
Well,
Okay, 'cause
the
that's
law
ultimately-
is a firm hammer that just goes down and people go down with it.
Well, I'll tell you what she said earlier, Jared, and
Yeah.
to be honest, I don't think you care.
No, I mean I care.
I don't think you do.
Okay, well, what
Because
are we
obviously-
talking about again? What
The
care about what?
situation from last night, I don't think you really care what happened.
No, I do.
And the fact that you hurt somebody.
No, I'm just confused as to how you even have evidence that I hurt somebody when I didn't hurt anyone last night. So I'm just like, I don't even know.
Well, the evidence, not only that. Not
Well, you
only-
apparently have evidence, so
Okay,
I'm going to
so
take that to trial
I'm
because
gonna-
I want to see this
I'm going
evidence.
to tell you this. This is what I'm going to tell you. The
Yeah.
fact that you're at the beach,
Yes.
somebody's hurt by the beach,
Okay.
you're stopped in your dad's car a short time later, all bloody, and you tell them that you got in an altercation with somebody in Boca Raton. So
Yeah.
that's how we're saying, yes, you did.
I
Get
did
an
get an
altercation.
altercation in Boca Raton. Yeah.
That's what we want me to tell you. With who did you get in that altercation with?
I don't know the man. I told you that.
Where was your dad when you got in this altercation? Because you guys live in that truck together, right?
So I need to tell you my dad's exact location.
Was your dad there when you got in the altercation
Was
with
he
this
not
person?
there?
Did he get in the altercation with you with this person?
Did he?
I'm asking you. I
I'm
wasn't
asking
there.
you.
See, here we are back to that, when you don't feel answering a question.
No,
You answer a
it's
lot
just
of,
like,
you
where
answer
do
a
you
lot of
guys-
questions and you have good dialogue with us, but when Jared gets uncomfortable and Jared doesn't
I'm
want to
not
answer a question,
uncomfortable.
oh, you're very
It's
uncomfortable.
just as stupid to me.
It's not stupid. Well, and again,
You
listen.
have enough evidence to convict somebody,
Okay.
according to you people.
Okay, listen.
So what more do you
Listen.
need out of me?
Okay, let me just listen.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
said before you don't
Go
care.
ahead. No, I
You
do
don't care. You don't care.
Okay, what do you
Because
mean?
that's the attitude you take. And instead of answering a question, you laugh
What do
about
I
it.
not care about?
This whole situation and the person that you hurt.
Okay, as far as I know, I didn't hurt anyone, so
I'm telling you
I
that.
don't know how I'm supposed to care about somebody I don't even know
You
about
told
hurting.
us you got into an altercation.
Yes,
with somebody.
that person did not look injured to me. They walked away like we
We're
were
here to
fine.
tell you they are.
Okay, then if they want to pursue charges, then I will
Do you care?
accept. I do care. I didn't mean to injure them. That's just I have no knowledge.
How
of
did
it.
it happen? How did you injure them?
I guess when we were fighting, I don't know. I guess I must have hit him. I mean, he hit me.
I can tell you the injuries aren't consistent with fighting. Did you have a weapon on you?
No.
Did you didn't have something to defend yourself?
No, I was fighting.
Okay. Did you fight with a weapon?
How could I fight with a weapon if I didn't have one on me?
That's what I'm asking you. Did
That's
you
what I'm
have a
asking
weapon?
you.
I'm asking you, did you have a weapon?
I answered no.
Okay. You had no weapon at all?
No weapon.
All right, Jared. Hang tight.
Okay.
Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear everything you told me today is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
No.
No?
No. I know I'm lying. All those things I said. I told you I was lying.
Do you want to tell us anything truthful before we go?
I mean, not really.
Jared does everything he could to stay ahead of the investigation, deflecting questions and holding on to his story. The day ends with no real confession, leaving the detectives watching and waiting. When he returns the next day, he brings with him a revelation that will blindside the detectives.
You said you wanted to talk to me?
Yeah.
What's up? You got in and out of jail pretty fast, huh?
I would like to confess to the murder of my father, J. Victor Neumann.
Okay. I appreciate you coming in and manning up and saying that. I think it's important that we talk about it and go over everything that we tried to get into last night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So because you're saying that and because we want to get into what was going on last night, I need to read you your rights again, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to read you those. It's the same ones we read last night. And then you can kind of walk me through what happened and why everything happened, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I appreciate you coming in. It means a lot, okay?
Okay.
So I know you probably have a lot you want to get off your chest, right?
I mean, I could talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it. What happened?
I mean, I think I just had a huge lapse of judgment. My dad, I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses for why I did what I did because there's no excuse for it, but I was very stressed out and unhappy. My dad would constantly disrespect me, and I felt like I was being bullied and harassed. And when I was in jail, in prison, and around all these like criminalized people, they always talked about how when people do bad things to you, you have to stand up for yourself, and you have to usually, retaliate with violence. And that's been so ingrained in my head that I was consistently, on a consistent basis, thinking about violence when people were mean to me, and I didn't know how to make them stop otherwise. And then in jail, I would be violent to people who were trying to mess with me, and they would stop. So I always thought that was the only way. And when my dad would always call the police on me if I got violent towards him, like physically. And then it just got to a point where I was like, the only way to make it stop is to do this. And I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know it's not his fault, he didn't deserve that. I just didn't know, I didn't know what I did until it was over, and I realized what I did, and I didn't understand, what the hell did I just do? My dad didn't deserve that. I mean, he wasn't the nicest person to me, but I don't think he deserved to die like that. It was horrible. I mean, I remember every second of it. It was awful. I didn't mean to do that. I just felt like I was pushed too far, and I just reacted in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I just,
How did he, when was the last time that you guys were together before the incident happened?
we were together, about the time it happened. He just, he parks his car in the garage and he goes upstairs to sleep, and I sleep in the car, so we were just near each other.
Did you guys get into a fight about something particular last night?
No, but I was just it's just anger that was built up for a very long time.
Everything that kind of accumulated to a boiling point?
Yeah.
Okay. So which parking garage are you talking about that you guys were in?
The one by the beach.
By the beach?
Yeah.
Can you describe it to me, what it looks like?
It's just like a building. It's got 4 stories. I mean, you go in and there's ramps that go up.
Uh-huh. What color is it?
It's like either white or brownish. I'm not sure exactly.
Okay, and that's where you guys have been staying recently?
Yeah.
Okay, and does he always sleep outside of the car and you sleep in the car?
Yeah, usually.
Even when it's cold out?
I mean, he usually either takes 2 blankets or he'll like sleep in this like corridor spot, but
Okay.
yeah, sometimes he'll stay in the car if it's really too cold.
But you guys kind of need your space for a little bit?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Where was the car parked?
Just like on the first floor.
And where was he sleeping at?
He was upstairs on like one of the higher floors.
Okay. And so what happened that led up? Take me through exactly what happened.
He, I mean, nothing really like happened that made that happen. It's just like something I'd been like, I just thought of, you know, it just like kind of just came over me. And, you know, I didn't really see like what, you know, there's just a lot of, you know, there's a lot of like projections of violence in like media, like, I mean, like, you know, TV shows, stuff on the internet, music, everything is just so full of violence now, and it just totally, like, I mean, controlled my mind. Like, I just thought that was how you're supposed to react to people who do bad things to you.
Right.
And I just made, I just didn't even, you know.
I know this part's hard to talk about, but can you tell me exactly what you did to him?
Yeah, he was sleeping, and I walked up, and I had a knife in my hand, and I think the blanket was over his head, and I pulled the blanket off, and I think I started stabbing him in the throat, and he was like curly, like it was like blood, like, you know, telling me to stop, like, and I didn't, you know, and I said no, and I didn't know what I was doing at all, you know, and he fell on the ground at some point, and, you know, I started choking him, and I just told him just to go to sleep, you know, stop fighting, just go to sleep, and that's pretty much everything that happened. I saw the light leave his eyes and everything.
Finally, Jared breaks his silence by admitting that he had killed his father. Yet even in confession, he shifts part of the blame, pointing to the media and its constant portrayal of violence as a force that drove him to this act. With the truth finally out, every question and every plan was now on the table, ready to be unraveled.
When you went to the dollar store initially to buy the knife, is that what you were thinking about?
Well, that's why I bought the knife, yeah.
To kill your dad?
Yeah.
Okay. When did the idea first come in your head?
The day before, I think it was it was the same day.
Same day?
It was the same day when I was working. I was holding a sign for my job, and that's when the idea kind of happened.
Your job at Firehouse?
Yeah.
Okay. And the idea that came into your head, what was the idea?
That I, you know, oh, it was really just a lot of selfishness, you know, and misunderstanding like things. Like, in all honesty, I was tired of, you know, kind of being like woken up early in the mornings and, you know, kind of being stressed out, and, you know, I thought like, you know, I'm gonna be honest, I thought things like, oh, like, you know, if I kill him, I'll just be able to like take his car and I won't, you know, I know that obviously it's not gonna work, but take his car and just like be able to sleep, and, you know, my life will be better, I'll be free, and I won't have to deal with this anymore, and like that, you know.
Yeah, everything was blowing up and you just didn't want him to be around anymore.
I really just wanted the stress to stop. I didn't know what to do. You know, I tried everything I knew how to do, and this was the only thing I didn't try. So I thought it was my only option. I didn't realize what I was doing.
Okay. So after you guys go to 1400 West Glades and he's hanging out there and you're walking around, what do you guys do after that?
Well, it was late, so I came back to the car. It was like 8 o'clock, and then we usually drive to the beach to that garage to go to sleep. So we pretty much made it there about like 8 or 9 o'clock,
Okay.
and I think it was like sometime after that he went to sleep, and I waited like most of the night.
You went to, so kind of like, so we were talking about before the 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
So when you guys got to the parking garage, is that soon after that when you went to the 7-Eleven the first time?
Well, when we got to the parking garage, I waited a little bit, and then I got some coffee to stay up,
Mm-hmm.
and I met some homeless dude, so I bought him a Black and Mild.
Right, you met him right outside the 7-Eleven there?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why you bought the coffee, you went out, and then you came back in for the cigarette?
Yeah.
Okay. And then when you left the 7-Eleven, did you go back to the parking garage or did you go somewhere else?
Well, I talked to the homeless guy for like a really long time, and then I went back to the parking garage.
Did you know that homeless guy?
I've seen him like once or twice. I didn't really know him that well.
Do you know his name or anything?
No, not at all.
Okay. So then you go back to the parking garage. Do you do anything in between the next time you go back to the 7-Eleven?
Other than talking to the homeless guy, no.
Okay, so you go back to the parking garage a little bit. Do you sleep at all or you stay
No,
up?
I stayed up the whole night.
Were you playing video games or watching the anime?
Yeah, I
or?
watched a little bit of anime, listened to some like music that was putting aggressive thoughts in my head because I just felt like I was gonna do what I was gonna do. So
Mhm. So you're kind of preparing yourself?
yeah.
Okay. So then you go back to the 7-Eleven. I think that's a little before 1 in the morning, right? Does that sound right?
I mean, I'm not sure, but
In the middle of the night, would you say?
I don't like. I remember just being there like once or twice, but like just to get like a Black and Mild and some coffee. I might have got in there again to use the bathroom.
Yeah, that's the time I'm talking
Okay,
about.
that's probably what it was. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so after you use the bathroom and you go back to the car, then what happens?
By that time, actually, I did. You know, about 1 a.m. I went over to the beach and actually tried to dig a hole that I was gonna put his body in.
Okay. Where was that
It was right on the beach by some grass. There's like a huge hole I dug.
at? On Palmetto? Like right there?
Yeah.
You know how the big pavilion's on Palmetto?
Yeah, if you go downstairs and then like when you're going downstairs, if you take a right, it's like all the way kind of down. There's like this big hole that's dug.
Okay, so you know how when you go down underneath like the pier, there's that place where some of the homeless guys hang out?
Yeah.
So it's not on that side,
No,
it's on
not
the other
side. Yeah.
Okay. So on the right, about how many feet would you say? Like how long did you have to go before the hole's there?
Probably like 1 foot. Like I couldn't dig that well. You know, I was only using my hands.
Okay, you were using your hands, you didn't have a shovel or anything?
No.
Okay, and was it within view of people, the hole?
Well, it was pitch, dark outside, so I don't think anyone really saw it. But like by morning, I'm sure they would have seen it. Yeah.
Okay, so you went over there to dig the hole after you went to the bathroom at 7-Eleven?
I guess that's when it was.
Okay. How long do you think you were out there trying to dig the hole?
At least maybe 20 minutes. No, about 20, 30 minutes maybe.
If you had to show like how big with your hands, how big a hole do you think it
I
was?
think it was like. I mean, I tried to
You tried to make it like a body size?
Yeah, I tried to.
Okay. Did you give up or did you think that he was going to fit in the hole that you dug?
I was gonna try to see if he would, but I don't think it was big enough even.
Now that you're thinking back on it?
No, even when I was making it,
Oh,
I'm
when
like,
you were
there's no
making
way
it.
he's gonna fit in here. It's not gonna happen.
Did you have a backup plan since it didn't seem like he was going to fit in there?
No, like other than that, just.
Okay.
Jared had planned it all. Every move meticulously thought out, all against the very father who had given him everything. But just when it seems the story couldn't get darker, we would hear him describe, in his own words, exactly how he took the life of the man who had given him his life.
Do you remember where you hit him with a knife first?
Right in his neck.
In his neck? Do you
Yeah.
remember which side?
So it must have been this side. I think I got him here.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure.
And he was sleeping when you first stabbed
When
him
I
there?
first stabbed him, yeah, he was sleeping.
Okay. And did he wake up immediately when that
Yeah,
happened?
yes, he did.
Did he say anything to you immediately?
He told me to stop.
Okay. Did he say anything else?
I don't think so. I don't remember, but I don't think so.
Okay. Was there a lot of blood?
Yes.
Okay. What happened after you stabbed him the first time?
He jumped up and was screaming.
He stood up?
Well, yeah, he jumped up really fast and like started trying to fight me off, and he was telling me, "Jared, stop," and I said no.
Okay. So he was standing up. Was he still back by that wall where he was sleeping, or did he come forward?
He kind of like where he was sleeping right here. He kind of jumped up and kind of moved like over here until like
Towards the corner where that, there's a door there for the stairwell, right?
oh
Do you remember?
I don't know anything like about that, but
Okay.
he didn't really go very far. He just went like kind of like over here like that,
Like away from you?
No, he was actually moving towards me, like trying to fight me off or something. So that
So when you stabbed him the first time, were you standing or were you crouched next to him?
I was probably like kind of crouched or something. I mean, not like on like not totally crouched, but just like kind of like lean down or something.
Okay. And did you just stab him the one time and then get back up, or did you hit him a couple
I think
times?
I hit him a couple times.
Do you know, if you had to guess, how many times would you think that you hit him?
I don't know exactly, but I would say several. So I mean, maybe like I couldn't even count. At least 4 or 5.
4 or 5 times stabbed him, and were those all in the neck area, or?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. And so he stands up, tells you to stop, and you tell him no.
Mhm.
And then what happens now that you're both standing?
I for some reason I can't exactly remember this part, but at some point we both ended up on the ground, and I was on top of him choking him.
Where's the knife at this point?
Well, it was right by where he was sleeping at.
So it got dropped?
No, actually the knife broke.
Oh, it broke?
Yeah, and so the pieces just fell over.
Okay. So when that first time when you stabbed him a couple times, where did the other stabs come? If the knife broke?
I actually stabbed him a couple times with the broken knife.
With the broken knife?
Yeah, there was
Okay.
like a little piece left, but I kept stabbing him.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go back a little bit, so that I have my time frame right.
Mm-hmm.
So you're both standing up, and the knife had been dropped at that point over where he was. It had broken.
I don't know when it exactly broke. Like I must have hit him like maybe 2 or 3 times before it actually broke, and then the piece just went flying.
Which piece went flying?
The blade part broke
Okay.
off and went flying.
Okay. And you still had the handle in your hand?
Yeah, and the handle had still a sharp piece, and I hit him with that too.
Okay, so you hit him so when you guys are standing up, are you still hitting him with the handle?
Yeah,
or
a little bit. And
where did you think you hit him with the handle?
probably in the neck.
In the neck?
Yeah.
The same side or the other side?
Maybe the same side.
Okay. And you said you guys end up on the floor?
Yeah.
And at what point does that happen?
Towards the end of it, I mean, like just right after he jumped up and started fighting me off. I don't know. I guess, I think I tried to make him stop screaming, so I might have tried to choke him or something, but then he, I guess eventually he just fell down and.
So when you're saying you tried to choke him, he was still standing up?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I think so. He was. I don't know if I wrestled him to the ground or he just fell, but eventually, yeah, he.
Okay. So eventually he ends up on the ground and you end up on top of him?
Yeah.
And what do you have in your hands at that point?
I dropped the knife, so I let it go, and then I just had the nitrile gloves, and I just started choking him.
Okay. So you had the gloves on when you went up there?
Yeah.
Okay. So initially you had the handle in your hand still, but you dropped that?
I threw it.
You threw it and you
Yeah.
started choking him?
Yeah.
And then what happens?
I just kept telling him to go to sleep, and I said I don't remember everything I said. I just remember saying that he was very cruel to me, and you know, I think I remember I said I didn't want to do this to him, and that I said he was very cruel to me, and I probably said a couple other things, but I don't remember. But that was really it until he passed away.
At what point do you grab the broken blade up again and start stabbing him
I
again?
didn't pick it back up. He was already gone.
Oh, I think I got a little bit confused on my time frame, so I just want to make sure I verify. So after you stab him the first couple times when he's sleeping, he stands up, right?
I believe,
Is that when the knife broke, or did it break later on?
It broke some time from when he stand up, so I must have stabbed him with the actual knife maybe 2 or 3 times before it finally just broke and snapped.
Okay. And
then I hit him a couple more times with the handle. Then I threw the handle, I guess, at some point.
Okay. And at what point is it that you pick the broken knife and stab him with the broken
I
blade?
never picked the broken anything back up. I left it there.
Oh, I thought you said that you picked the blade back up and stabbed him with the
No, I
blade
never
a
said
couple
that.
times.
I had the handle and I.
So the handle is what you're saying. You were still stabbing.
Yeah, I just used the handle a couple more times and then I got rid of it.
Okay. So when you see you said you saw him, you saw that he was deceased, that he died. What do you do then?
I got up off of him and I felt like a lot. I tried to use the trash bag, but then I saw across in the apartment that there was a light on, and I didn't know if I was being watched or something, so I got really scared, and I just said, "Oh, I can't be here," or something like that. And then I got in the car and just I took his keys and I got in the car and just took off immediately, and then I just started heading north, and then that's when the Delray police stopped me and saw the blood all over me.
It's over for Jared Neumann. He claims that the escalating stress from homelessness, financial dependence, and alleged inappropriate remarks from his father had pushed him to the edge. He later even described hearing a woman's voice in his head, asking, "Why don't you kill your dad?" He framed the thought as intrusive, but also as a solution to the problems he perceived in his life. But as the case comes to an end, the question lingers. How much of this tragedy was the result of an unresolved family conflict? And how much was the breaking point of a mind pushed beyond repair? On June 3, 2025, Jared Neumann was convicted of first-degree murder for the brutal killing of his father and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole, a punishment that ensures he will never walk free again.